All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into the 2017 Stanley Cup playoffs, round number one between your Ottawa Senators and the Rangers from New York. And I gotta say, year three years in, I'm very proud with the roster. I'm very proud with the team. Dave Cameron's done a great job. We've made it into the playoffs 3 years in a row. I know a lot of analysts have been calling for some changes, but I'm preaching patience here in Ottawa. And in years number 1 and 2, we've been able to draft some good prospects. Evgeny Dadonov, Travis Konechny. Last year, we got Mackenzie Savard, the goaltender. So we are drafting. We're waiting for these guys to come up to help the team out. But in the meantime, we're giving our fans something to cheer about. It's not like the crappy Senators who are not going to make the playoffs this year. No, you can go to a Sens game and you might see a win. And you're going to see the playoffs as well, right? So Dave Cameron, with this roster, year number 1, got kicked out from the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round. Year number 2 got kicked out from the Montreal Canadiens in round number 2. So it's the same coach, same roster. If the pattern continues, I'm liking what I'm seeing. But if we get kicked out in the first round especially, yeah, that would suck, all right? So we're going to see what happens here, right? But still, I'm very happy with the year. But it doesn't seem like I have too many analysts who share my opinions. I mean, look at some of these comments. Your young guns such as Hoffman, Zibanejad, and Stone have stopped growing. You lack a star forward / defensive prospect for the future. Something needs to change because first and second round exits are not going to work. So we haven't even played a game yet in the 2017 playoffs, and I'm already being told that first and second round exits won't work. Give us a chance here, boys. My God. Look at this comment. Not going to lie, Johnny, you should have sacrificed the year. No matter which team you're playing against, you're not in a good spot. You could have tanked and gotten a great player. The only plus I see is you'll probably win the faceoffs. Dominic Moore isn't a center, and we all know he will always be the best Rangers faceoff taker. So this guy's saying, even though we're in the playoffs, I should have tanked the year entirely. Man, I don't agree with this video game mentality, man. You got fans that you have to live up to. There are fans in Ottawa, advertisers who get to experience playoff hockey. It's better for the team if your team is in the playoffs, man. In real life, you can't miss the playoffs year to year. You got to make the playoffs. So that's what I did here in Ottawa. I'm not buying that. And look at this, Johnny. You're obviously going to get kicked out in the first or second round. My God. What you need is another top 2 defenseman and a first-line stud in his 90s. Okay, I'll just go out and get that right now. Or you should trade away veterans and a young player to make it realistic for a top 3 pick and some other players such as prospects or depth. Same thing if you want to trade for a player who is ready now. Turris and Ryan are definitely assets. Hall should stay. Johnny, the fans are losing hope. Oh, wait, that's another thing we need. A goalie. Well, I freaking drafted a goalie last year. We're making the play. I forgot. I can't win any arguments here, man. I can't. With this kind of logic. Finally, last comment. Somebody understands what I'm talking about. John Tavares, baby. For everyone saying, Johnny, why didn't you listen to us? We wanted you to blow up the team. Get your head out of your ass. What team in a goddamn playoff spot would decide to tank? For fuck's sake, people are stupid. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. All right, so thank you for the comments. We're in the playoffs right now, so I can't focus on that. We also have some fan art. Look at this. 2 defensemen captains facing each other. Carlson and McDonough. The 2017 Stanley Cup Playoffs Round 1. Ottawa Senators versus the New York Rangers. Game 1, April 13th. Thursday, April 13th, 2017. Who will lead their team to victory? I'm hoping it's Erik Karlsson. Look at this one. The 2 super sweet goaltenders going up against each other. Can Lehner and the Red Hot Sens shock the world, or will Lundqvist and the New York Rangers continue their winning ways? It's a tough team to go up against here, boys, but you know what? If we're going to go deep in the playoffs, if this roster is truly a good roster like I hope it is, we got to beat some top-notch teams, all right? So let's go through the New York Rangers roster here and see what we're going up against. I'd imagine, what's his name is in there, Henrik Lundqvist. But this is year 3, so we might see some changes. First line, Zuccarello, Derek Stepan, and Rick Nash. All right, so 2 playmakers and a power forward. Pretty good first line. I don't know how the combination would work out. There are some power forwards in this game who act like snipers. Rick Nash might be one of them. I've seen him have good goal scoring totals in the past, right? So with 2 playmakers alongside of him, he might be the goal scorer there. Second line, Hagelin, Brassard, and Kreider. Kreider, I haven't seen him put up too many goals, but the same thing, 2 playmakers with a power forward. So it's an interesting combination here in New York in their top 6. Their third line, Klingberg, Hayes, and Christo. Hayes is a pretty good third line center, but I'd say we have them covered on the wings. And then the fourth line, Dominic Moore, Shepard, and Gotch. Yeah, I'd say we have them on the depth. The bottom 6 depth, we have them. Defensively, McDonough, 89, Mark Stahl, 87. That's going to be a really tough combination. A two-way defenseman with a defensive defenseman, 89 and an 87. Second line, Captain Keith Yandel, oh shit, 87. The man with the third period speeches. They're going to need plenty of that. Hopefully he's not the difference maker for the New York Rangers here. He's going to play with Dan Girardi, who looks like he's dropped off a little bit. Year 3, he's getting a little bit older, 82. Third line, McIlwraith and McIlwraith. I don't know how to pronounce that. And Kevin Klein, 81. So it looks like Girardi and Klein have gotten a little bit older. I'd still say McDonough, Yandel, and Stahl are in their prime, and McIlwraith, 79. So, you know, when I look at the roster, they have a few studs, but they don't really have like a lights out team here. Like Nash is really good and McDonough, but then everything else, I mean, we're kind of up there as well, right? And then goaltender, yeah, Henrik Lundqvist, 92, and Cam Talbot, 84. So that's going to be their. We got to be able to score goals against these guys, man. All right. So if you compare Bobby Ryan, Kyle Turris, Mark Stone, I know the 84s don't help for Hoffman and Stone, right? But Taylor Hall's 89 is good. Bobby Ryan's 89 is good. Turris 87. But I like that we have them on the third line and then the fourth line. Our depth can maybe take over. Carlson and McDonough, all right, it's kind of a push. But then Weirkosh gets outclassed by Stahl. All right, so fair enough. But then look at Cody Ceci and Braun. I think Cody Ceci, okay, Yandel's pretty good. But then, what was it, Girardi? He dropped off a little bit. And then the top 6... Yeah, you know what, man? I'd say roster-wise, we're looking pretty good, but the goaltender and defense, I'm scared of McDonough, Stahl, and Lundqvist. That could be all that they need to keep the puck out of the net, right? So that's what I'm worried about. Last but not least, let's take a look at the injury report. Let's just see if the New York Rangers have any injuries coming into the playoffs here. Yes, they do. So JT Miller, elbow surgery. He's going to be back May 6th, so it looks like he's going to miss. And Derek Morris, he's going to be back. He's going to replace McIlwraith probably. All right, so April 20th. Yeah, he'll be back in time, so April 20th for them to fill up their defensive core, but May 5th for JT Miller, no. All right, so they're not getting JT Miller back. So hang on one second here, boys. So here we go, boys. Round 1, game 1 on the road against the New York Rangers. This is going to be a tough series. It's going to be a goal-scoring series or a goaltending series. I think it's going to be goaltending for the New York Rangers. But let's see. Can Robin Lehner keep up with Henrik Lundqvist? Come on now, boys. First period. All right, I'll take that. Shots are 16-7, so the New York Rangers are outplaying us right now, but we're still in this game. Second period. All right, I'll take that again. We caught up a little bit. Shots are 18-17. Now, remember what I said. Is this going to be a goal-scoring series or a defensive series? We were one of the best defensive teams in the NHL. They have Henrik Lundqvist, right? This could be a very stingy series here. Third period, 0-0 game. We can win this, boys. We can win this. We just need one. Just need one. Play some good defense. There you go. All right. Yeah, baby. Bobby Ryan. Cam Talbot's in the net. What the hell are they doing? I don't know. Come on, boys. We got to win this game now. Talbot's in the net. Robin freaking Lehner. He did it. He fucking did it. Good job there, Robin Lehner. All right. So Robin Lehner goes in the net. He gets a shutout. Game number 1. And for some reason, Cam Talbot was in the net for the New York Rangers. I got to take a look at the line changes. I got to. Did he get injured? That'd have been great if he got injured. He didn't even allow a goal. So why would they have taken him out? Unless it's like a Ben Bishop problem. He's shitting his pants or something? What's going on here? Hang on. I also got to make sure that, imagine it was Scrivens in the net, because I don't think I actually checked that. That would have been good. Hang on a second here. Coaching options, edit lines. Let me just see mine. Lehner was in the net, so Lehner got the W. Let's see what the, for fuck's sake, I got to go to view lines. Hang on. View lines, NHL. Let's see, the Rangers, that's a huge mishap for, yeah, what the hell was AV thinking? Lundqvist is not injured, man. All right, so Lundqvist just did not play game number 1. Maybe it was fatigue. I don't know what happened, but they just decided not to put him in there. So that was a big win for us, but we could only get 1 goal on the 84 Cam Talbot. Oh, that's not going to be good, man. So we have to be good defensively in this series. All right? Every goal, it's like soccer basically. Every goal is as big as a soccer goal. So come on now, boys. Road game again. Let's win this one. Take a 2-0 series lead. That'd be sweet. First period. All right, baby. We got 2. Oh, my God. They should put Talbot back in the net. Mark Stone and Curtis Laser. Very good. Kreider gets one back. Shots are 11-6. All right, all right. Second period. All right, I'll take that. Shots are 18-15. Robin Lehner's got 1-goal lead. It's not going to be enough, but again, it might be a defensive third period here. I'd like to get another goal offense. I would. But you got to play good defensively still. Power play. This would be the time. Oh, there it is. Erik Karlsson. Oh, screw you, Don Cherry. He's the man. Come on now. Routine in place. Oh, Mark Stone. That's it. That's it. They ain't getting 3. They ain't getting 3 in 10 minutes on Robin Lehner. No way, man. He learned his lesson from last year. And the Ottawa Senators come into New York and take the first 2 games on the road, baby. Yes. All right. This is perfect. This is perfect. Our defensive ways during the regular season, they have translated into playoff mode as well. And look at this. 1 goal against in the first 2 games played. Let's just keep it up. What did I say at the end of the last video? The stat that you want going into the playoffs is your goals against. Goals for is nice, but you can run into a hot team. Goals against is how your team is playing. So that's what I like to see, man. So on home ice here, game 3 against the New York Rangers. Come on now, boys. We can take a stranglehold. Robin Lehner, I'm going with you. It's the new super sweet generation. First period. All right, I'll take that. Justin Abdelkader and Rick Nash. All right, so their big guns stepped up for them. Our free agent signing stepped up for us, though. Shots are 10-8. All right, nothing wrong with that. Second period. All right, baby. Hasselhoffman, baby. He gets 2. 2 in the second period. That's huge. And it gives us the routine for the third period. Holy shit. Take this, Rangers. I'm telling you, man, the combination of 2 playmakers and power forwards might be hurting them. And they don't have an offensive defenseman on their first line. Captain Keith is their top 4, right? So their first line's out there with, I don't want to jinx it, but you know, the lack of offense plus our really good defensive ways, it could be all that we need. Come on now, boys. We can take a stranglehold. We can silence the haters. Yes, baby! More depth. Zach Smith. I fucking love it. I got to keep this roster together. We're whooping teams that did better than us during the regular season, like the New York Rangers. Zabinajad, baby! The new generation of Super Swedes coming through for me. Hell yeah. And Robin Lehner, what the hell? This guy's not playing. He had a 4-goal lead there in the third period. I know some goals came late, but he kept playing good. He's allowed 2 goals over 3 games played. Beautiful. And we have a 3-0 series lead over the New York Rangers. We could sweep them. The broomsticks are out, baby. Oh my God, no. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is why I wanted to keep this roster together. Now, I don't even want to jinx it. I don't even want to jinx it. Let's just get into it, all right? Home ice advantage. The fans are going crazy. They're happy to see playoff hockey. Some analysts think that we should have tanked the season for Zod. Screw that, man. We're going for the cup. First period. All right, I'll take that. 11 shots to 5 for us, though. The New York Rangers, they might have given up a little bit. We just got to solve Lundqvist, and that's it. Second period. All right, baby. Joel Ward. Let the depth happen. And Robin Lehner continues to play great. We got a 1-goal lead going into the third period. The broomsticks are really out. Come on now, Ottawa. You can get this series over and done with. Power play. Oh, power play. Robin Lehner. Will he do it? The comeback kid from last year. Robin Lehner! Oh, yes! Bite my dicks, everyone who wanted Frederik Andersen. Robin Lehner comes into the playoffs the next year, gets 2 shutouts in the first 4 games. He's 4-0, and the Ottawa Senators beat the New York Rangers. They sweep them out of the playoffs. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Boys, we got a good team here. We got a great defensive team, I'm telling you. I've been keeping this roster together, and it's been working out for us. I don't want to lose this. Hang on a fucking second. Oh, man. All right, so we won round 1 against the New York Rangers. And we beat them in convincing fashion. What I really like is that our defensive ways are continuing, and I know that may be because the New York Rangers just didn't have the firepower. I don't want to jinx this or anything. It could be a coincidence. It could be that reason. But I just like the way that Robin Lehner really answered from that Game 6 failure last year against the Montreal Canadiens. You know, he had that, 5 goals on 8 shots in the first period in the Game 6 elimination game. You know, and this one, he comes back and he only allows 2 goals over 4 games with 2 shutouts. Not having a single game where you allowed more than one goal. Hell yeah, man. That's a goaltender winning you a series right there. We had some nice offense in games number 2 and 3, but we could have easily lost games 1 and 4. Would have been a 2-2 series if they would have gotten 2 goals, right? So our offense didn't show up in games 1 and 4, but our defense and goaltending did, and that's how you win a championship, boys. Defense wins championships. Offense sells tickets, but defense and goaltending wins championships. All right, so let's simulate ahead and see who we got. Our AHL team did not make the playoffs. All right, that's okay. Oh, my God. I was not expecting that, boys. I really was not expecting that. But it's nice to see. I mean, the regular season numbers don't lie. We were, what, the best defensive team in the NHL, the second best, something like that. We might have been the best. And so, you know, we go up against the New York Rangers squad that doesn't have many goal scorers on it. In fact, it was only a 1 power forward. And 2 power forwards, Kreider and Rick Nash. They're not snipers, right? And they couldn't get it done. We did. And look at all this time off that we have. We don't have to worry about injuries happening. You know, we get a full healthy team going into round 2 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. All right. So we've had to go up against some high-powered teams here. And this may be the complete opposite. A team like Pittsburgh, this may be a goal-scoring series, right? I'm hoping that our defense can stay there, but yeah, that may be a tough one. So hang on a second. Let's go through some stats, player stats for the playoffs. You know what's great about that as well? We want Robin Lehner to grow. That's how you grow, man. You get good numbers in the playoffs. Robin Lehner now, you know, he's had back-to-back years, first-round wins. And this year, he's got some shutouts in there as well, so I'm hoping. So forwards, let's see. So Mark Stone with 4 points in 4 games played. So, boys, you know, when you see an 84 overall, you know, you got to look between the lines. You got to look at the individual stats. How do the players play together? I know during the regular season they were all minus players, but they were the best defensive team in the NHL. And round 1 of the playoffs, 4 points in 4 games played, 4-0 in the playoffs, right? So, did something, right? Smith, 3 points. Hoffman, 3 points. Abdelkader, 2 points. Ward, 2 points. Zibanejad, 2 points. Bobby Ryan, 2 points. Wingles, 1. Kyle Turris, only 1 assist. Curtis Lazar, 1 goal. So our depth really came out. Taylor Hall, 1 assist. So really, Hall, Bobby Ryan, and what was it? Hall, Bobby Ryan, and Kyle Turris. Yeah, we're 4 points total for those 3 players, but Mark Stone got 4 points himself. That's why you got to split up the goal scoring, man. I'm glad I've split up those guys. I don't care. They're playing good defensively. That's all I care about right now. Erik Karlsson, 3 points. All right, Cody Ceci, 2 points. Everybody's a plus. Very good. And goaltender Robin Lehner, goals against of .5, 4-0 in the playoffs, and a save percentage of 98. Now, obviously, that's going to come back down, especially going up against the Pittsburgh Penguins. But, boys, you know, give it to Robin Lehner. The guy's only 25 years old. Think realistically. I'm not talking about the video game, all right? I'll give into that. But if you think realistically, the poor guy at 24 years old got spanked in the playoffs last year, right? And everyone wanted to give up on him. And then this year he comes back as a 25-year-old goaltender and gets 2 shutouts in round number 1, all right? Give the kid a chance. I'm telling you, give the kid a chance. So there you go, boys. It was a very successful round number 1. Oh, I don't want to go to awards. I want to go to playoff tree. So I don't want to hear any more comments about what needs to happen in the offseason, what has to happen if we have a first or second round exit. You know, I want to see some comments of some real Ottawa analysts getting behind their team, all right? What else do you guys want? 3 years in a row. First year, first round exit. Second year, second round exit. Third year, back to the second round with a first round sweep, all right? What else do you want, man? There's plenty of teams in the NHL would love to have 3 years like that. So we're building to the Stanley Cup. We're getting prospects along the way, and we're going to entertain our fans with deep playoff runs as well, right? So that's how I'm running with our team. I want to see some analysts getting behind the Ottawa Senators here, all right, boys? So there it is, and I'll see you in game number 2.